clip your wings and then you won't have wings. Take your wings out.
Maybe.
Out of your hat. Show everybody your wings. Hey, Mom, can you hear us and see us? I don't think there's anybody in here yet. I don't think. Yeah, there's a couple of people. Oh, it shows a couple of people on StreamYard. It's always slow on that end. Can you guys hear us? Can't hear mumbles. Well, you don't want to. Hat Creek Homestead. Howdy, y'all. Mrs. Lazy Days Ahead. Chris Barton is in the house. Loud and clear. Okay, good. Can you see Greg's wings? Greg's got wings. Mom can hear us. Can you hear us fine? Because there's
yada yada bet.
You know the drill. Sam I am. No, he didn't get in trouble. Good evening, everyone. Not yet. He hasn't gotten in trouble, but it's still, it could happen. Gathered together homestead. Good evening, everyone. Prepper for life. Sound is good. Okay. Good deal. There's been so much going on lately that I feel like I'm running in circles and trying to get my thoughts together before I go live, but it's not happening, folks. Yes, check out and About with Sam I Am. So this coming up weekend should be a big weekend as far as the video that I do this weekend. There's a lot going on, and you won't want to miss that one. We got some new animals, plural, coming to the homestead, and they're not birds. Just subscribe to that Hat Creek Homestead. Good deal. So I don't see Rambling with the Brooms, and I don't see E3 Farmstead in here. So, but I can talk about them even though they're not in here. We had back at the other house, we had a rooster that was supposed to be a pullet, but it was a Barred Rock rooster. It turned out to be a rooster, starting without me.
Out and About with Sam I Am.
There is Out and About with Sam I Am. So we during a live stream, congratulations to Gathered Together Homestead, who reached 500 family members this week. Congratulations. We did a live stream and decided, for whatever reason, I don't remember why we did it, but we decided to name the rooster after Scott on Rambling with the Brooms. And so we asked people to come up with a name. What name should we name him? Name the rooster, and it has to do something with Scott, Rambling with the Brooms. Hey, two old people on the couch. Haven't seen you guys in a while, and I've been waiting on that email for your mailing address.
Hey, Little Southern Brothers.
Where? Oh yeah, Little Southern Brothers. So the people that voted during that live stream and after in the comments, and we came up with Rambler. So we had this rooster Rambler named after Rambling with the Brooms. And anyway, this past weekend, E3 Farmstead came and took him off our hands for us. We've got too many roosters, and we're going a little bit different direction with the birds. So E3 Farmstead came up and took Rambler, and so they have him. I think they're going to try to breed some Barred Rocks. I'm not for sure about that. And they also got Greg's rabbit that he got for his birthday. Greg's decided cleaning out the bunny cage isn't for him, and paying for bunny food isn't for him. So they came and relieved us of some stressors. I was hoping they were in here for that, but But so yeah, we're going a different direction with the birds. I have how many pullets? How many of the regular?
Of the ones in the little trough thing.
Yeah, that's some pullet.
19.
Got 19 little ones that we have now, and we have a rooster. A what do you call them? That rooster. What do you call it?
Leech fighter.
No,
Bantam.
we don't have a leech fighter. No.
Americana.
Yes, we have an Americana rooster that we got from Kristen at Lazy C Homestead. Actually, she had given us some eggs, and he had hatched out of one of those eggs. So we still have that rooster that can be with the new pullets that we have coming in, and we have 5 bantam chicks that with them that we're going to put with our bantam rooster. We have little ones coming also. Let's see what Sam's saying. If I watch a live on 2 different devices with 2 different accents, does give Lori 2 views and twice the viewing time? I don't know that answer. Sam, I am.
Yes. Says the Little Southern Brothers.
Oh, well, see, they're the professionals. They know.
There you go, Sam. Do it.
He is. So, see, he's talking back and forth right here. Let's see. Avery. I saw it. I was going to show y'all. Hello, everyone. May you be blessed. Watching from Oklahoma. Not Avery. Avy. Watching from Oklahoma. Where is it? I was going to find Sam. I am out and out and about. Boy.
There.
Okay. So, anyway, something different with the birds. Plus, we're wanting to do the leech fighters. I have that 1 leech fighter chick. Still don't know if it's a hen or a roux. I'm hoping for a roux. I'm feeling like it might be a hen, but we'll see. Lazy C, we were just talking about you and that bird that you gave us, the rooster. Well, the egg that you gave us that hatched into a rooster. So the thing is, I've got someone waiting in the background about to come up here. Hey, little Frenchie in Big Texas and Stephanie Perkins and a bunch of people just jumping in here. So I don't know if you guys know, some of you at least, because you come into my live streams. Did they not want Greg? No, they didn't want Greg. So if you guys, come in the live stream, you've probably seen Amy. She's been in a couple of my live streams on camera. From Living in Abundant Grace Homestead. She's a new YouTube channel, and I had put on my my community tab that she was close to hitting her first milestone, which is 100. And sometimes I put people. I'm pretty sure that's loud on camera. Sometimes I put people on there who are getting really close to their milestones, and they're working hard, like they're producing content regularly and maybe moderating or helping people, So she was real close to, she was at 80. Hey, Carpenter Self-Reliance. And I put her on my community tab. And what happened next had nothing to do with me putting her on the community tab, I can assure you. But she, hey, Heather Hopper.
Hello.
I put her on my community tab at night. It was like Friday. It's Friday. No, it's Saturday night. I think it was. No, it's Friday night and Saturday, I think. Amy can tell you. She posted a new video, and I watched the new video, and it's like, I like that video better than the one I put on my community tab. So I switched them out. And I'm about to bring her Amy up here, and she's going to tell you what went from there. Aren't you Amy? Say yes. Okay, so here I'm going to bring Amy up, and this is really cool. I'm super excited about it. Hey.
It was really cool.
Yeah, so let's hear it.
Yeah, so last night, actually, Lori noticed at first. She's like, hey, have you looked at your subscribers? And because she, had put me on the community tab to try to get me to 100, and it was, I think, 106.
Mhm.
Anyway, and I said, I haven't yet. And so I went and looked at the subscribers. And when I did, I'm like, do you see how many views that got? And at that time it was,
1,000.
yeah, like maybe 1,000, 1.3K, I think, something like that. And that was last night. And so kind of late. It was like 9 or something.
It was like 10. It was past my bedtime.
Yeah, it was past Lori's bedtime. And then it just kept going up and up. Every time I looked at it, it was more and more. And then right now it's sitting, I think, at 2.1K. And like, guys, I get between 20 and 40 views on a video. So it was quite crazy. And it wasn't even, Lori pointed out, it wasn't even a very interesting title.
I wasn't trying
Like,
to
it
be
wouldn't catch anyone's eye. I mean, it really was more directed toward the people who watched. They would know what it's about. Nobody else would have. It was not a very interesting title.
It was actually, if one of the moderators can find it, it was when her last video with Dolly talking about how many babies Dolly had. Yeah, Dolly's babies videos. So like, if you're not subscribed to that channel and you see that title, it's like, who the heck's Dolly and who cares? You don't know anything about what is Dolly, who is Dolly. Yeah, Northern Girl Hobby says you hit an algorithm, but what algorithm is what we're looking at?
Yeah, there's like no rhyme or reason.
No. Even, thanks, Matt, even the thumbnail. Now, the thumbnail, I noticed when I was scrolling down, it did get my attention, and I don't know why. It may be because your face is familiar to me as I'm scrolling, really fast. But it doesn't show anything. Amy's face and some heart emojis. Is that what it is?
Yeah, because I'd covered up the goat's face because for the people that were waiting for the babies, I wanted it to kind of be a surprise what they looked like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you couldn't even see the goat.
It's crazy. Jesse said, I thought Dolly Parton had babies.
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe. And your face just happens to be there.
Right.
But it's like a 13 minute video. And it's just, I don't know. I don't like, what did I say? The highest views that I have on any of mine is 950 views, and not including shorts. Shorts are a different beast. Shorts can take off. But like a regular video, yeah, that's crazy.
You have like 7% of the subscribers you do.
There you go with that math. I wouldn't know.
Well, that's not exact.
Well,
now I have like 10%.
How many do you have?
I looked earlier and I think it said 116, but then I think it took it down to 111.
It'll jump back and forth, but she's over her 100.
Yeah, which is really exciting. I was super excited about that, and then looked at the views.
Yeah, like, cause when I saw your subscriber count, it didn't dawn on me that there would be like a video taken off or whatever.
Right.
I mean, like, I was shocked that you got over 100, and at that point, I'm thinking maybe the community tab. Unless, hello, Paul Honeyman, he's wanting our attention.
Some probably sparked on the community tab, like something, I don't know. I don't really even know how that works. So
let's see. This says, I've had viral vids, crazy ones. Rather be back to regular viewership. Why? Why would you rather be back to the regular viewership? Like, I've not had a viral video. I call this a viral video since you had less than 100 subs.
Right. Most virals are what, 1 million or something views.
And I don't know. To me, it's viral. It's crazy. It was a good video. I mean, I watched it and thought, I like that one better, and I replaced it. But that's crazy.
Yeah,
Is that my hat in the background?
Is that Greg's hat in the background?
it is. Yeah, when I sat down, I thought about moving it, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna keep it there.
Northern Girl Hobbies went from 3K to 13K subs in 4 days. What was it? One video, and then I know Little Southern Brother had. I mean, they had to have had a viral video because they got lots of subs within the first year. I don't know what.
Who's there? I hear someone.
Well, she's got a whole family.
Well, I know.
Hey, Sean, they're saying you're loud.
No, so Little Southern Brothers is at 28.7K subscribers, and they've been on there a year? Donna, has it been about a year and a half now? Has it been a year and a half? So I mean, they had to have had at least one or two virals. I went to Ottawa and did live streams. Huh. When was this? Can you see the chat, Amy?
I can't see the chat. I only can see what you put up there.
Okay. Let's see, Sam. Always read Paul's stuff
before you put it up there.
Freedom stuff. Okay. Awesome. Hey, here's JB Conway. Howdy and blessings to everyone. So you guys are gonna have to check out her. How you're gonna have to check out that video that she's got, and see what you think about it. Little Southern Brothers was a year in August, so this August will be 2 years.
Amazing.
Yeah, and they're, what did I say, 17,000 something?
28K.
Oh, 28. Well, I was way off, wasn't I? So, Donna, did you guys, you had to have had more than one take off. I don't know, Sam, why didn't you think of that? So, what's interesting about, to me, what's interesting about these Dolly, and I don't know all your names.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Well, like we're filming and I'll call Stormy another name and I'll push stop and Greg's like, Stormy. And I'm like, what? Stormy. What about Stormy? You called her Cloud in that video. And so
I do that with my kids,
Yeah. Fun chat. I subbed to a few folks here tonight. Not all. Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
So we have one at Southern Brothers has one at 823,000 views.
Wow.
So
more than ours.
Oh, yeah. We don't have anything that comes close.
More
to
than
that.
like 5 channels combined, probably. Smaller channels.
Anyway, Dolly, I know Dolly because one, she's a La Mancha, and they look so much different from the other goats with the little bitty ears. But another reason is because when we bred that doe, we used one of my bucks to breed that doe, and mine are Nigerian. So we're hoping for many La Manchas. And we did it last year with a different buck. And we got what would you call that? What did we get?
Large Nigerian. I don't know. Had ears and looked just like your buck and blue eyes and looked nothing like my doe.
Right. And then
you'd
this
have
time,
never known.
Dolly came through for us. And these look like La Manchas.
Mm-hmm.
Super cute. Little Southern Bros is going to run out of names for trucks. Well, no, they're not, because they're asking people to comment and come up with names. So, and Dolly, you said produces a lot of milk.
A lot.
So what is the difference? Because I don't know. I do know that Nigerians produce high butter fat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is a La Mancha? I mean, it's a dairy goat, but
Right. When I was checking out dairy goats to get into them, I could have told you all of the different ones, and honestly, I don't remember. I know that the Nubians were kind of midstream as far as the fat, but I don't remember the La Mancha. I just wanted a La Mancha because they look different, and I just like the little tiny ears.
Good.
they look like praying mantis to me.
Or a sloth. You call her a sloth.
Well, a sloth, but when she's right up in my face, she looks like. But I think the Nubians have the second most fat content to Nigerian dwarfs. I think it's Nigerian dwarf and then Nubian. I thought.
Maybe. I know that when I make my cheese, I would use recipes that I'd seen on other YouTube channels, and I always get a lot more cheese than what they do out of their gallon of milk. So I know my fat content is higher than whatever they're using.
Your La Manchas.
Well, my goats.
Your Nubian. Okay.
And honestly, I'm more likely to make cheese out of the Nubians because Dolly's milk is the best as far as taste.
So you'd rather drink hers?
Mm-hmm. It's super mild and kind of sweet.
Does what you feed her affect that?
I mean, it does, but I feed them all the same thing.
This is true. Well, aren't we smart? Nubians are great for spiced foods and curries.
I haven't eaten my Nubians yet. Just drink their milk.
Oh, he's just being a paw.
Well, I mean, people do, and if it came to it, I mean, I guess we'd have to, but.
MT.
Marshall Worden. Good evening, Lori and Greg from the snowy mountains of British Columbia.
British Columbia.
Changed their logo.
Why'd you change your logo?
From their house, their actual logo.
Oh, that's right. Huh. Terry. Is this Terry? I'm assuming it's Terry. How are you doing? And did you film it?
Hi, Terry.
Did y'all see that where she got hurt? Terry got hurt.
I probably didn't film it.
Oh. Did she just decide it was her turn? Because Mike just got finished getting hurt.
Well, and so he put up a short. They were at the hospital. Like, she's laying in a hospital bed.
Oh, I missed it.
I mean, like, she got hurt. I think the title was something about, did Terry join an MMA class or something? I don't know. But she did something. We'll have to throw her the link and see what she looks like.
Let's do it.
She probably wouldn't want to. And so you've got the Lamanta, the Nubian, the Nigerian dwarf. What's another one?
La Mancha, Alpine.
Alpine. Where does the Alpine fall in there?
I don't know. They're a little bit shorter goat, but they're really good producers because I have.
Is that the one that looks like the Flying Nun?
No, that was one of the kids that they talked me into that was half boar goat and half Alpine. So yeah, she is half Alpine.
She looks like her ears.
And it's funny because we got two of them. Like I said, I was talking to him because I was not gonna get any of that breed, but but her, the one's bag is really great. She is bagging up like a milk goat. She took after the Alpine as far as that's concerned. And the other one, you can tell it just looks more like a boar goat bag.
What was the one? Is she bred with the milk goat or the one that looks like a flying nun?
The milk goat. That was the one with the flashy babies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Golly, I can't keep them together. Did you see what Terry says right here? I'm still sore, and Mike filmed me in the hospital. I was just giving Mike a break from getting hurt.
Aw, commitment.
Let's see. Lazy Days. Mike has run out of injury points at the VA, so Terry had
Poor Terry.
Rebecca Davis, Touched by Yarn, is in here, and Ricky Ventures has come in.
Hello.
So how many more goats you gonna get? What's your next goat? You gonna get any more?
Me?
Yeah.
You or me?
Her. You. Him.
Me?
Yeah.
You.
I know what I'm getting.
Well, I'm getting it.
No.
I'm taking care of it.
So it's not gonna be your goat.
It'll be half my goat.
Greg's about to get in trouble, folks. So what's everybody? Let's see. Did Mike tell you he let them chickens out?
I know he let them out, Paul.
Hey, Terry,
Hey,
what?
Diane.
Huh? Hey, Diane. Who's on first? Terry, what happened? What? Who whipped up on you? What happened? Why were you in a hospital?
Mike should have bought a tractor while Terry was in the hospital. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than
to ask for permission. I don't understand this question, Rebecca. Can you send me a picture of you and your hat and Greg also to my I'll just send you a picture of us? Sure. Yeah. So Terry wants Nubians, but she thinks she needs to have a fence raising party. So I don't have any problems keeping my little goats in. The problem with having the smaller goats is that you have to have the wired, how do you say it?
woven wire.
Woven wire. Is there another way to say that? When you can't just like have strands of hot wire. You have
to have squares.
Just
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire. It has to be the woven wire, right? Or the 16-foot cattle panel. And then when you have little ones, they get out. But with the bigger ones, with the Nubians, you can do more of that, right? Like,
yeah,
you don't have to have the squares, but where's your problem?
Yeah,
get out.
The barbed wire doesn't work. Hot wire, if you have enough strands of it and low enough, then that seems to work. But most of ours right now are the cattle panels or the woven wire.
Your boys are in what? They're not. They're in.
They're in cattle panels now because they were naughty and got out of the other.
The big fence?
Well, the because they're big goats, they couldn't fit through the panels, like the horse panels, and the big metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the squares, but the panels, the big panels. They couldn't fit through them, so I thought it was great to put them in there until the one decided that he could push up underneath them and lift the whole panel on his back and go underneath. So now they have T-post in the ground with the cattle panels, and that works. Yeah, the 16-foot cattle panels.
Y'all, Mom says to hit that like button. JB Conway says picket fences work great for Nubians. I wouldn't know.
Well,
What you think?
Probably mine don't jump. I have one climber, and we for the kids to get in and out of the goat paddock without opening a gate and potentially letting goats out, we put the pool ladders over them. So there's stairs on both sides, going up and going down, and put those over. And no other goat tried to get out of them except I have one Houdini that can literally climb ladders.
Stormy can.
Okay.
Well, I believe yours would, because they're so bouncy and jumpy. Mine, pretty much, except for the boys, I haven't had trouble with fencing on mine. They pretty much respect it, but
Yeah, I haven't had trouble either. But
except for her.
huh?
Except for her.
They've gotten out like a couple of times since I've done goats. Maybe 3 times. I can think of one I saw jump. He jumped the fence. He jumped a 4-foot fence. But I don't really have problems with goats getting out. But I know the neighbors have a couple. Where I live now, down the road, there's neighbors that do meat goats, and they have problems. They get out. So, Paul says Terry was taking the dogs out, and they rushed after the chickens while Terry had a hold of their leashes, and they ran her straight into an upright pillar. Yeah.
For real?
That's what he's. Let's see. Oh, she's not responding to it. So Simply Jan's in here. Terry says we have all the stuff to put up the fence. Just need to get her done. Figured if I had fence raising party, it would. Yeah.
That'd be a fun field trip.
Yeah, it would be. Do it. We're not good at fences, but we can make Greg work.
No. JB comment.
Just don't ask me to try to make it straight.
Yeah, right. JB says Terry, get that tractor and auger with an auger. Fences up everywhere then. Yep. This is true too. You'll get your goats real fast. I thought Terry, y'all were wanting meat goats as well, right?
Nubians are dual purpose.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Paul says, yes, for real. I was on the MT Homestead shoutouts while Big Mike was on his own. Okay, so Mike talked about it.
Oh, we
were outside working, pretending to work or something. We'll have to go back and watch that one and see how Mike reacted to it. It was just one dog. See, that's how rumors get started. It was just one dog. I ran into one of the columns on our front porch, and then I fell and sprained my foot.
Oh, man.
So is Paul saying he was on the panel being shouted out? Or
No.
was he just in the chat?
It was just in the chat.
Oh.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
And nobody filmed it.
Did ring doorbell.
Simply Jam wants to know if we're getting bad weather over here. Not that I know of. Are we supposed to tonight? Anybody know?
Yep.
Mike did fine because Terry was moderating on the side couch. That's funny. That's like when Mike got hurt and was moderating from the couch. Diane says, hi, Dimply Jan. I don't know. That's funny.
Yeah, the dude's not close to us.
Sorry, Diane. Sorry, Dan. It won't happen again.
Ooh,
Did you see this?
yeah, I saw that. I just read that.
Paul's yelling at you. Where we are at 34 minutes.
Ooh, yeah,
Amy, what else you got going on at your what new are you gonna have going on at your homestead? What are you gonna do with your babies? What are you gonna
Got
garden?
babies just raising them now, so they'll be ready. Yep, we're selling all but one of our babies this year. So I say every year that we're not keeping any more. I have enough goats, but you know,
Is the goats? Is that like chickens? The chicken math thing?
yeah, very much so. Started out as like 5 milk goats. I think 5 sounds great. I want 5 milk goats. And then I decided that maybe 8's a better number.
How many do you have?
Not including any of the babies, I have 8 does and 2 bucks.
That's not too bad. I don't think. I mean, I don't have that many, but that's not.
It seems like a whole bunch when you have 10 babies out there with your 8.
You got all them
Yeah.
kids. No, I mean like your kids.
Yeah, I
Kids.
still have 1 doe that's holding out on me.
JB Conway says, and Nubians make great pets. Try getting females who have had triplets. They will almost every time have triplets.
I have one, Kai. Her first 2 times had twins, and then this was her 3rd freshening, and she had triplets this time. That was a surprise.
Was she a triplet or a twin or?
I don't remember.
See, like
I didn't
Rain had 4 this time. You know, 1 didn't live, but she had 4 this time.
Yeah.
So Jake at Nanya, Texas on the back 20 just came in, and Sonny's place, Emma. Hola, amigos.
Hola.
Okay. I'm still sore and can't walk real well, but I'm healing. Okay.
Good.
Sup, bestie? Yeah. I don't remember what we did. At Sonny's place, Emma. I don't remember how we got that started, but we're besties on YouTube. YouTube besties. Emma, do you remember what we were talking about? What we did? Let's see. I'm trying to look at the chat. Nope. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Nothing going on there.
Hey, Jake.
Here's Jake. Jake from State Farm. Jake. They're the ones that sent the eggs. The ones that I have in the incubator now.
And the hat that's behind.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, I think that matches a hat I have in my house.
Greg left his hat over at
On
her house
accident.
the other night. And we got down the road.
Yes. Oh, crap. Mom's like, what? I left my hat.
Nice sweater, Greg.
Thank you.
He's wearing their sweater. So little Frenchie and Nanya on the back 20 are married, or at least that's the assumption. They're together, and they're the ones that sent the hat and the hoodie and the eggs. It was in somebody's live. Yeah, I remember it was in somebody's live, and something was said. I don't know how we started calling each other besties.
MT's life.
Was it MT?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I just remember.
What was said?
It was after Terry had to keep remembering how to say that one word.
He said, I'll claim her. That's funny.
Pretty sure.
Okay. Anybody in the chat got any questions for
There we go.
Greg or
That word.
Amy?
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
He's trying to block me out here. Does anybody in the chat have any questions for Greg or Amy?
Come on.
Notice I left myself out there.
And the
No.
main
So this is what they say to each other every time, and I don't know how to say it. Terry and Emma say it to each other, and it's Korean for, what does it mean? Korean
I
for
think hello, how are you?
how to say that one word. That's like two
That's not what
words.
it means.
Young. What? How do you say that, Amy?
Yeah, no, I'm not going there.
How do you say that one word?
No, Paul, I haven't. I have not gotten them tires.
It's Korean for hello, friend. Okay, Lori Carp.
He has been moved to E3 Farmstead's farm.
But I don't know if he's staying there.
I think they're gonna check with Sarah's mother. If she wants him, then he's going there. But if she doesn't, Sarah's gonna keep him.
Yeah, Chris wasn't supposed to know that.
Well, she said it right there in front of him. So I mean,
No, she didn't. He was in the truck.
Well, now.
Hey, JB, that's a question for me. I said Amy and Greg.
It's just assumed you get questions, Lori.
yeah.
So I haven't. I don't have any more eggs right now. I have just the one that lived, and Cassie at Walker Farm Fam has 2, so 4 hatched, and 1 died because that's a
video. Y'all can go check it out.
because I made a mistake. But so I have
Yes,
the
you
1,
made a
and Cassie has the 2, and I don't have any more eggs yet. But where I was introduced to the Leech Fighters was with Brenda. Greg, stop doing that. Every time I lean back, you lean back. Stop doing that. Or I lean forward, then you lean forward, and I need my space. Brenda at Barron Farms, who's trying to get a channel started. I mean, she has Barron Farms on here. She hasn't produced very much yet, but that's where I was introduced to him. She has hers are laying now, and so she's gonna. I'm gonna get some more from her, and hopefully end up with a rooster. All I need is a rooster, 1 or 2 roosters. Paul wants to know what happened about the bunnies.
I already told.
Well, I'm just telling you.
He
Hello,
moved.
everyone. Can't stay long, but wanted to stop in and say hi. Dee's Homestead. Thank you
Hello.
for stopping by.
There's Sunny Splash's talking about that word.
Amy, there you go. It's not a question, but
Aw, thanks.
Aw. Let's see.
I have a.
No, I don't want your roosters. I just want Leech Fighter roosters. See what happens. Why did we have to move Greg was what we were trying to figure out. Why did he have to? No, why did he have to move? The rabbit.
The bunny.
So there's a few reasons. One, I
Jen.
I didn't really have the money for the rabbit to take care of. I realized that after having it for a month. And 2, I didn't have the time that it took to get him used to people. So he was just becoming a wild rabbit. So he.
Now tell him what
moved.
he moved interest is the real truth. He's not interested in rabbits anymore. Why are you following me? Tell him what it is.
Mealworms. I'm doing mealworms now.
Anybody want some roosters? Because Jane's got roosters. Emma, I already have a rooster and he's nice, so I'm keeping him. JB wants to know if you have any black copper Moran rooster. I'm not sure if he's a Moran. Okay, she's answered that. I have at least 3 too many roosters. I say at least because I still can't tell if the young ones are roosters yet. That's so random.
I was starting to.
So MT Homestead has a whole, or at least had a whole bunch of what do you call them birds?
I am smart.
No, the little bird, quail.
Quail.
And I know they already sent some rabbits to freezer camp. I don't know if they've. Guys, I ain't gonna lie, I'm behind on YouTube. JB needs a black copper Moran. But they had a whole bunch of quail. They hatched some eggs. Terry got the fever, the hatching egg fever. I'm putting this link up here. I think I am.
Hey, Ben's over acres.
Where do you see? Hey, Ben's over acres right there.
3 too many roosters means 3 chicken in the freezer for me. Just saying. Just saying.
Anyone? So I wonder where Scott and E3 is.
Yeah.
That was loud, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Huh?
Said a little bit.
Yeah, it was. I dropped it.
I think I'm going to jump off here and check on some kids.
You're going to leave me? I'm putting a link up for more people because...
Okay, I'm going to stay right here, and if... I'll let somebody else deal with it.
Yeah, just turn your camera
I'm going to mute myself for a minute.
Okay, you better. Or you can do that. I don't know if we can hear you or not, though.
Nope.
Okay. We have Midnight Majestic Moran, Iron Somali Mix, but not sure if there are any roosters yet. Who's on TikTok?
I don't know. What?
Oh, we can read lips. Amy.
Not when I turn the camera off.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either. I just pressed this little button down here that says cam.
No, I know it's possible. I didn't know if you could do it.
Oh, I just started pressing buttons, which can be super dangerous in my situation, but
We got 10 minutes. Anybody got a topic or they're on TikTok. Are they on TikTok right now?
Better go tell them to go.
Okay. Here comes supposedly Emma from Sunny's Place. Amy, if you don't know Sunny's Place, you need to check her out. All of you check out Sunny's Place.
We're about to get
if you don't know her, because
we're about to get the actual pronunciation of this word.
All of you check out Sunny's Place. We got a
Hi.
You too, Vaughn.
Did you put me on?
Okay. So how do you say it?
How do you say the word?
The word.
The word. It's annyeong.
Annyeong.
Mhm.
Yep, I wouldn't have got
Onion? Is it
Onion.
Is it onion?
It's actually the formal word is annyeong haseo, but that's like the formal hello, but it's shortened to annyeong for friends or annyeong 친구. Yeah.
Chingu.
친구. Mm-hmm.
Onion.
Onion.
Lori's on here saying Lori's on here saying hola.
Buenas tardes, Jovita.
Sam, I am the only TikTok I do is when I clock in and clock out at work.
I tried to do TikTok. I can't keep up with it.
I've never done it. Never looked at it even.
It's YouTube's enough work already. I
Right?
have a hard time keeping up with all of them. So
She's I don't know what she's saying here. Gusto something. I don't know. What is that?
who, Jovita? Oh, she says, "Que gusto saludarte." She's just saying it's great to see you.
Oh, so like it kind of like a salute or
Saludar is like a greeting.
She knows Korean.
Simply Jan. Oh, I read that wrong. Okay, Simply Jan.
Say the word.
Yeah.
It's annyeong.
Onion ring. I'm hearing onion. I don't know. That's funny. And Terry must not be at the computer now because she's not saying anything about it.
There we go.
Where?
She put the pronunciation in.
Annyeong, yeah.
Onion.
Onion.
Onion. Would
No,
you like
it's an ah, not an un.
Oklahoma slang.
Onion.
You're welcome, Jovita.
Thank you for being a translator.
Challenge there.
Yeah, you were telling me one time somebody got mad because y'all were talking, right?
I was on somebody's live one time, and it was a bigger channel, and they had somebody in there who was a fan of their channel, and they were speaking Spanish because they were in a different country. And some of the mods were getting mad about it because they're like, you need to speak English. And I was like, well, I can tell you what they're saying. Like, it's all clean. He's just saying hello or whatever. And they still kept pestering the guy about they were going to block him because he was typing in Spanish. Yeah.
Boy, I could have started a rumor there, couldn't I have?
Ugh.
So because they couldn't understand him, they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I got mad. I never went back to their lives again.
I'm being distracted. We have the cat downstairs, and she keeps hissing at the top.
See, it's just one of those nights where there's really not a lot going on. There's a lot going on around the house, but
yeah.
then your mind gets tired.
Yeah, I had a long day at work too.
Look at this. He posted a link to where you can go hear how to say it.
How to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's the long one. Yeah.
How did you know?
How did I know what?
Do you know any more Korean?
I do.
Like a lot?
I know a few words. My daughter wants to study in South Korea, so she's been learning the language. And I actually listen to K-pop and watch K-dramas. So, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
So K-pop is Korean music or Korean pop, and then K-dramas are Korean shows.
As the world turns, Korean style.
No, more like primetime type shows.
Okay.
Yeah. All the drama.
Jesse's the fount of knowledge.
But yeah, I do know more words, I'm sure. And then I learned about the food and all that fun stuff. I like the food a lot.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. I like onions. Dad says only 15 watching. Who'd you make mad? I see 25 up there though.
Yeah, I see 25 too. I don't know what he's talking about.
MT says she shows 25.
No, I don't like the food. I am kind of fascinated with the Eastern culture because it is so different. And
Yeah,
like
it
I'll
is very different.
watch on YouTube. I don't know how safe that is. I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah.
Miriam just knows one
I
word.
have a coworker who's actually a first generation American who's from Korea, and so or her family's from Korea. So I actually practice with her, and she practices her Spanish with me. So it's kind of fun.
So she's first. So that's crazy.
Yeah, we're both fluent in our native language. Yeah, but we're also American, so we both speak English.
Were you born here?
Yep.
Okay, so are you first, second generation?
I'm considered first generation American. My parents were immigrants.
Cool.
But I grew up speaking only Spanish and didn't learn how to speak English until I started school.
But you don't have an accent.
I don't until I go visit my family, and then my Spanglish breaks out.
But you know what? Donna there, little Southern Brothers, they have an accent.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah. And that's more common in folks that have actually grew up in those countries. So I have some of my best friends from high school who actually were born in Mexico, but spent most of their life here. They still have accents.
Why?
I don't know. That's a great question. My parents,
or you have an accent.
Yeah, my parents have been in the U.S. since the 70s, and they still have accents.
Oh, I thought you meant like I envisioned, I don't know. That makes more sense. I envisioned them being born in, say, like Mexico or wherever, Southern America, and moving over here as an infant or a 5-year-old or something, and then learning the language.
Yeah. Some of my friends that I had in high school were like that, and they still to this day have accents.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Jovita's parents are from Guerrero. So, Jovita, my parents are from Zacatecas. I know we've talked about this before. Yeah.
Her from where? Her parents are from where?
Guerrero.
Oh, Mexico.
Her grandparents. Yeah, Jovita's grandparents are from Guerrero. Mm-hmm.
She can roll her R's. I just love listening to that. I cannot.
Hey, y'all, Mom, Sam I Am is an official Southern Brothers translators.
Yeah.
Mom can, she used to speak Spanish. I don't know if she can still speak it because she doesn't, but she does understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's I actually have some nieces and nephews who don't speak Spanish very well, but they understand it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Jovita says she's a second generation American.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is what my children are. Yeah. And they don't speak Spanish.
Does that bother you?
No, because I didn't teach them, and part of it, I'm married to an American, and so he doesn't speak Spanish. So I can understand Southern too. I actually can pick up a Southern accent really quickly.
Well, you can definitely pick up a little Southern Brothers accent.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched them?
I haven't yet. No, I need to go check them out.
You need to go check them out because they are so, what do you call it, Amy? Like it's crazy.
They have a thick accent.
Thick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I went to school in Tennessee, and when I was there, I met a ton of people from Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia, Kentucky. Even the Kentucky accent is pretty thick.
Well, I think they're in Tennessee.
Oh, Crazy Ed.
Crazy Ed's just decided to show up.
There's Ed. What's up, brother?
Talk about the last minute.
Yeah, for real.
MT said
usually Lori's off by now. She right at 7. She's like, I'm out of here.
7.
Well, 7 o'clock.
O'clock.
Um,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're right at the hour mark. Usually you're like, I'm out of here.
His husband doesn't speak Spanish, and his grandparents are both from Mexico.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Donna says we're thinking a lot of areas.
We're not talking about that.
All right. Alrighty then.
But we just said that they taught the Crockers Spanish.
Oh yeah.
That's what she said.
Did you teach them the good Spanish?
I would be if it was me, like I wouldn't be teaching bad words because that's just because I don't talk that way. But if it was me, I would be teaching the wrong words. I would be like, I don't know. I would be teaching the wrong words. He for she and stuff like that. Hey, altruistic farmstead. Hey.
Yeah.
Lori's one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those. They don't talk bad. I just
Southerners, I'm just saying.
I just I don't know, tend to get in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
I took Spanish in school,
Yeah.
but my Spanish teacher said, "Don't take Spanish too." I was that good.
Oh, you were that good. You didn't need Spanish too.
Right. I know that's what she meant.
So it
Mom's
was funny. I
laughing.
actually took Spanish in high school, but because we had such a large Hispanic community where I grew up, it was actually Spanish for Spanish speakers, because most of us learned how to speak Spanish, but we didn't learn how to read and write it. And so our Spanish class was actually to teach us how to read and write it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And that's a good idea. They
Hi.
Lainey's here, and Little Southern Brother says that their accent is what got me to visit their channel. That's the truth. I was scrolling down and there was a live, and I jumped in. I was bored, and their accent fascinated me so much.
Yeah, check that out.
I hung out and I started watching videos.
Where from Tennessee are they? Or where in Tennessee
Donna?
do they live?
Donna, that's your playing field.
Hola. I'm curious because I went to school in West Tennessee and I lived there for a while. So
They have basically their own language.
Appalachia. Ah, they do have their own language in Appalachia.
Yep. And I watch videos on that too. I watch videos, all kinds of videos about people.
Yeah.
I don't know, just people, homeless
Yeah,
people,
it's pretty
rich
fascinating.
people. Yeah, the way people live differently. It is
Mhm.
fascinating. But I live out as far as I can get and still, get to work and have no trespassing signs everywhere. But I am fascinated with people and how
Yeah.
they.
Middle Tennessee, up in the Cumberland Plateau. Well, we were actually just out in Nashville area a couple weeks ago. I love that area.
Plateau.
Where did they answer?
Yeah, between the two, number one, be yourself, 320s. Down.
There's two. There's number
Nope,
one.
Down.
There's
There.
number one. Okay. There's what she
I bet you I can understand them.
said. Oh, well, I can now. You know that word that Greg was talking about, onions. They say yuns a lot, and that would took me a while to pick up.
Or Yunions.
Yuns.
Yuns. It's yuns.
What yuns been up to?
Jovita, that's funny.
Nope.
Yep. Accurate. I was that kid.
What's that?
Jovita's post or comment.
It reminds me of that Cheech and Chong song, Mexican Americans Take Spanish and Get a B.
Spanish and get a B.
Well, I mean, that's no different than.
Well, I mean, it's like kids here taking English. I mean,
Right.
Youngs and y'alls.
We have like the family has, not me personally, but the family has Sam, I'm going to need you to close your ears for a minute. We have apartment complexes and houses. We do rentals. And so I work in the office, and there's a large Hispanic population here. And they bring in their money order with the correct amount and all that, but they won't have it filled out because they haven't they can't even sign their name. They don't even sign their name. I mean,
Yep.
So yeah, that would
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Why isn't that going on here? I mean, you said you took a class to teach you how to read and write. I mean,
well, if they're immigrants, most of them. So in Mexico, you only go up to 8th grade education, where it's actually all covered by the government. Beyond that, you actually have to pay for your continued education. So it's not very common for kids to do that, because they can just start working and start making money.
do you know what she's saying?
I've heard this. Yeah, I remember that word.
What is it?
How
do you say that one word?
It's been a long time, but I remember it looks familiar. I just can't remember how to say it or what it is.
A short couch. They're saying a couch. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody's asking.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Paul says English is fastly becoming the forgotten language like Latin. That'll be a while, because other countries are learning. They're forced to learn English as well as their home language. What do you call it?
Native language.
Native language.
SETI.
Add a little bit of twang to that, and you come up with the word she's looking at. No, Sam,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the apartments, the apartment complexes and stuff. A collection of vessels is what. And Jovita says education is not free in Mexico.
Yep. Yeah, and they wear uniforms, and they have to buy their books and stuff.
Wow. But after the 8th grade, right?
Well, they wear uniforms in school. Like, I remember my parents talking about it.
Jan says to serve tea. A collection of vessels, Jan says. I mean, like, you should hear Tommy say fire tower.
It's a fire tower.
No, for real. I mean, you have got to go check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband used to have a pretty thick accent, but he, I don't know, he got out of it, because I guess in the Boot Heel of Missouri, they have pretty thick accents.
Tell everyone I said bye.
No, you tell everyone you said bye.
Bye, Mumbles.
Adios.
Adios.
You can also say annyeong.
Is it the same going in
Is
and
it
going?
the same thing?
Yeah. Except if you're saying it in Korean, you use your hands a lot, so it's annyeong.
Oh, he does that.
I can do
He can do that.
I probably talk with my hands. Annyeong.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
No, he does talk with his hands, and if we're in the car and I'm driving and he's over here doing this, I'm like,
Yeah.
put your hand down. Trying to drive.
Yeah. Yeah, we're there dancing, Lori.
No.
Amy, can you imagine Lori over there voguing?
No.
Strike a
Do it,
pose.
Lori. Do it.
I don't remember it going quite like that though.
Show us how you think it is, Lori. Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to
Come
remember.
on.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, you're talking about Madonna, right? I mean,
Yep.
yeah. I'm trying to remember. That was a long time ago.
You got to strike a pose. Come on, Lori.
But Brampton,
Oh.
did you film it?
Oh, yikes.
That's always Lori's first question. Did you film it?
Well, because I got that from Terry. If it sounds rude, it is. It's from Terry. Every time Mike gets hurt, he wants to know. She wants to know first thing. Did he film it? Altruistic Farmstead is in here, and
Yeah.
she's how's the goat? She says, Jovita says everyone has accent. I think that's probably true,
Mhm.
but she said she didn't film it, but I can't hear it like on a lot of people. Like if you watch the news, how often do you watch the news and hear the accents?
Yeah.
They probably
think-
go through training though to not.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I
What
think
is
it's
not an
people from
accent?
Oregon that don't have accents. Like they're pretty even keel, I think, from what I've heard.
So all the news people are from Oregon.
No.
Don't trust
what-
Oregon. It's
You
all
want to know
lies.
what is funny though? My daughters, both of my girls, took an accent test to see if it could tell where they were from, and they came back as from Southern California, which is where I'm from.
So they sound like you. Then they learn.
Yeah.
Apparently, they sound like me when I'm not around a bunch of Southern folks.
Like the farm on Route 66, they have an accent.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if it's that Arizona, New Mexico accent or if there's really an accent there from like
Yeah.
I don't know what their origin is, but I
Yeah.
know it sounds like and they're in Arizona, but I've been to Arizona and New Mexico and
Hmm.
there's a accent there
Yeah, there is.
from
I learned to talk in South Carolina. And so when I came down back, further south, they would make fun of my accent. And I just swore I didn't have an accent. Of course, I was a little girl, but, I'm like, I don't have an accent.
Brampton grew up in Oregon. How is there not an accent?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I've heard that, and I know people from Oregon, and they definitely. I don't hear one either.
Wow.
It's 15 after, so I'm gonna get off of here. Which you know what that means? Y'all are gonna have to get off of here.
It
Oh,
was nice to meet you, Emma.
you too, Amy.
Go check each other's channels out, and y'all check out them crazy people, Little Southern Brother, because
I watched some of them.
Little Southern
there's
Brother.
some accent there.
Hmm.
Bye, Terry. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, Terry, don't get in Mike's way anymore.
Yeah, for real.
Lazy Days Ahead says onions. You don't believe me?
That's funny.
All right. Annyeong.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.